Colin Cowherd's best bets for week 6 of the NFL season. Welcome, football fans and gridiron gamblers. It's Mitch here to react to Uncle Colin's favorite picks of week 6. His Blazin 5. The question is, should we fade or follow Colin in week 6? I analyze every pick and I give you my opinion. Is Colin correct or is Colin crazy? Let me know in the comments what you think of Colin's picks. Don't forget to spike the like button and let's get to it. Let's react to Colin Cowherd's favorite picks versus the spread for week 6. Let's go.
Now, I will admit, I'm going to stay away from Chiefs-Lions. I want to watch the game. I think it's a field goal game.
The mouse is horrible. I need to fix that. Okay. Let's go.
Now, I will admit, I'm going to stay away from Chiefs-Lions. I want to watch the game. I think it's a field goal game either way. I think Kansas City's better than people think, but I think Detroit's run game is demoralizing and clock controlling and difficult. So I'm going to stay away from that. I'm taking some ugly teams this week.
Well, I have no fear, so I'll be discussing Chiefs-Lions later. Some numbers for you, not great for your number one team in the herd hierarchy.
So
on the Lions and the Chiefs, I know it's Sunday Night Football. A lot of you guys want to bet it. Just my recommendation. Typically, you have to get this on Patreon, but I would tease the Lions in that game. Tease the Lions. If there's a 2.5, get it to 8.5, 1.5, get it to 7.5. This will be a close game. I think the Lions are the better team. They do have injuries at corner, but there are some big advantages for that Lions offense in this game. I broke that down in my over-under best bets. Go check out that video because I like the over as well. So over, tease the Lions. That's the way to play that game. Stay away from the spread. Okay, Colin, give me your top 5 picks. Obviously, Lions-Chiefs isn't in there. Let's go.
Let me just say this. You feast on ugly teams. You bet Carolina more than like Carolina guy bets them. But I got my picks this week and I like them. Here we
Panthers and Saints. 2-0 last week. Just saying.
go.
Here we go.
Let's blaze it up. Fire it up. It's Colin's Blazin 5. Seahawks at Jaguars.
Seattle plus 1.5. Go money line. They're going to win this puppy outright. One of 5 teams.
He loves the Seahawks. Is there another human on earth that loves the Seahawks more than Colin Cowherd? If you can find me one, please find me one. I don't think Seahawks fans think this team is as good as Colin does. Honestly. He picked them to win the division. He thinks Sam Darnold's the best quarterback in the league. I mean, it's actually hilarious. But early in the week, I like Seattle. Now I have to stay far away from the game because Jacksonville is far healthier. Honestly, other than Jacksonville coming off an emotional win on Monday Night Football, they're still at home here playing a West Coast team, and Seattle completely depleted in the secondary. I would just stay away from this game. I would stay away from this game, Colin. So I would fade this pick 100%. But let's see what he has to say. Let's see if he can convince me. I don't think so, though. We'll break down the injuries in a second.
Teams to hold a fourth quarter lead in every game. Even the games they lost, they could have won. Number 2 scoring offense since week 2. They've been a great road team with Mike McDonald. 8-game road winning streak, and Darnold is...
That is true.
On an absolute heater in his last 3 weeks, a passer rating over 130. The Jags on short rest off a highly emotional win, probably the biggest Jags win in several years. Offensively, they are terrible on third down.
Trevor Lawrence.
The Seahawks played their worst defensive game of the season.
Because of injuries.
They'll be in a bad mood. Watch Seattle's defense come back, revert to what we know they are. The turnover regression for Jacksonville, they're not going to keep getting 3 and 4 turnovers a game. Seattle wins outright in a bad mood, cross country, 30-27. Hawks rebound from that loss last week.
He agrees with me on the over because I like the over in this game because Seattle is missing Julian Love at safety, Devin Witherspoon at corner, and Reek Woolen at corner. In other words, their top 2 corners and their best safety. That's concerning against a good receiving core and a very good offensive coordinator in Liam Cohen. Now, Trevor Lawrence is not Baker Mayfield. And the Seahawks can pressure the quarterback, unlike Kansas City. So there are some things I like about Seattle. And I did pick Seattle to win this game. But I don't love it. Especially now. Trayvon Walker might play this game now. That's a big factor. Even with the club on his hand, he helps them in a variety of ways. He's their best defensive player, in my opinion. I would stay away, man. Just the too many injuries part of Seattle's defense. I just can't trust their secondary right now. So I would stay away. I would stay away.
Patriots at Saints.
Take the under. Patriots Saints under 45.5.
I will follow this pick, considering this is a best bet for me this week on my over-unders, which, by the way, guys, it's new to the channel. Money Mitch, over-under, best bets, 4 picks a week. Go check that out. I'm trying to get that cooking a little bit. Last week, we were 3-1, so we're looking to continue that. Keep going above 500, all right?
Points. Neither team runs the ball.
True.
Right? Patriots
The Saints haven't been bad running the ball.
and Saints are scoring under 20 points in half their games this year. New England's, again, coming off an emotional, dramatic, tough road win. I think they come back down to earth. I think they win, but it's going to be ugly and low scoring.
I could see that.
They're a top 10 scoring defense. Christian Gonzalez, now he's back. It's hard to throw on him. The Saints, Spencer Rattler's interesting. 9 touchdown passes.
Look at that record. Look at the points per game.
This is an 11
Look at the passer rating.
career starts. These are 2 teams still finding their way, can't run the ball. Patriots win, but take the under. Let's say a 21-20, ugly, choppy game. Take the under.
I don't think the Saints will cover, but just going to throw that out there. I think the Patriots will cover this game. I'm thinking like 27-17, 24-13, something like that. I think the Patriots are decisively the better team with the better quarterback. I do think, though, he's right. The Saints actually have an underrated defense. They're top 15 in EPA per play. Patriots defensively, we've talked about it at length, what Gonzalez does for this unit. The interior pass rush they have with Barmore and Milton Williams is the best there is. And they look really good, right? They look great against Buffalo. The Saints, they've struggled to score points. They scored 26 against the Giants, but that was thanks to 5 turnovers by the Giants. They scored 21 against the Niners, and that was garbage time. Otherwise, I don't think they've scored 20 points. I don't think the Saints will score 20 in this game. I think the Patriots, like he said, coming off that big win, potential slip up here, but I just think Drake May is too good. I think they're going to take care of it. I just don't know if they're going to put up like 30 in this game. So without the Patriots putting up 30 points, I don't know how this game goes over 46. I don't foresee like a 24-23 or a 27-23 type, 27-24. I think this is more of like a 24-13, 21-14, like kind of ugly 27-13 game. Like, I don't think it's going to be, especially from the Saints' point of view. The Patriots' defense is legit, and they can stop the run, which makes Rattler throw from advantageous or disadvantageous positions on 2nd and 3rd down, which is not ideal for Spencer Rattler. So, yeah, I agree with him here. This is a good play. I would follow this.
Chargers at Dolphins.
Can't believe it, but I'm going to take Miami plus the 4.5.
Wow. Okay. I want to hear the argument because I don't think I'm with him.
Listen, Tua at home has been good.
That's fair, but okay.
His last 7 home games, he's not the problem. 112 passer rating.
He's also terrible.
Chargers could be on their third running back and their third left tackle.
Yep.
They are a mess.
Yep.
And what that does, they settle for field goals. They are struggling in the red zone. So even if they dominate time of possession, they're not going to dominate in the red zone. Justin Herbert, 3 straight games with at least 1 interception. So
last week, that was a fluke.
I get a team traveling cross country on backups to backups.
On the offensive line, but nowhere else. Running back, okay, whatever.
Miami coach fighting for his career, and they're getting 4.5 at home. I think I'm going to take the Dolphins. Chargers probably win this game 24-23. I'm absolutely taking the points with the Dolphins.
All right, fair. I could see that. I had the Chargers early in the week as a potential best bet, but I couldn't go through with it because of the offensive line. That being said, what would make me nervous about playing Miami is Miami's offense against the Chargers defense. The Chargers defense is pretty much made to stop the Dolphins, right? The Chargers couldn't really stop the run against the Commanders last week, but Miami is a very finesse run game. They're not a downhill, brutalizing, bullying run game. I honestly don't think they'll be able to run the ball that great against the Chargers, especially the week after they got dismantled in that category. Oweh also trading for him does help them up front. The way the Chargers play their coverages, they're going to be all over Tua's first read. And Tua's the worst quarterback when he can't throw to his first read. Minter's just too smart. They're going to have that handled. No Tyreek Hill, no vertical threat, sitting on the underneath stuff. I think Miami's really going to struggle to move the ball. I do. On the other side, I do agree about the offensive line, but the Dolphins don't have a pass rush either, and their secondary is not very good. These Chargers receivers certainly should be able to separate here. I can't. Justin Herbert should have been drafted by Miami. That's also part of the reason why I would maybe back the Chargers. It's just because, like, if he's going to play great against anyone, it's probably going to be the Dolphins. Tua was drafted ahead of him, which makes no sense. I feel like the Chargers are the better team. The Chargers are coming off multiple losses in a row. The Chargers will be fired up. The Dolphins, it's already over. It's over for them. It's over for McDaniel. Tua's terrible. They blew a lead to the Panthers. I mean, I just can't bet the Dolphins, man. If this game was 24-23, I wouldn't be shocked, but I'm going to fade this pick. I don't like the matchup for Tua. I don't like the matchup for their offense, and I think Herbert gets it done. That's just me, though. I think they win by like 6 or 7.
Titans at Raiders.
Again, I'm betting ugly this week. I like the Raiders minus 3.5.
Okay.
They're coming off a
I have not bet this game. I refuse to bet this game.
humiliating road loss. What do teams do when they're humiliated?
But the Raiders, they suck.
The Giants got humiliated
The Titans are the worst team in football, though. Don't buy into that Cardinals game. Okay, that was the flukiest win I've seen in years.
last week. They beat the Eagles. They have found a rushing game with Ashton Genty. Look at the last 2 weeks for the Raiders.
Okay.
173 yards rushing.
Did it matter against the Colts? Because it didn't seem to.
Yards per game. So they're going to lean on that. And, folks, Tennessee's awful.
They're terrible.
Forget the win last week.
They're really bad.
They're awful. Held to 20 points or fewer in 4 to 5 games, allowing 6 yards of play. So, again, I don't love Geno. I think they're going to run the ball. It's going to be ugly. The Raiders were humiliated. Maybe it's one of their few wins on the year, but I'm going to take it, swallow the points, 26-17 over what I think in Tennessee right now is easily the worst team in the league.
Okay. I can't say I disagree. I would never bet on the Titans in my life, but at the same time, I'm not betting this game. Like, don't put yourself through the pain. Like, why? Like, I don't understand. The line has moved, like, quite significantly towards the Titans. I think the spread started at about 6.5, and it's worked its way down all the way to 3.5. So a lot of money has come in on Tennessee. I would buy the Raiders at this point if I had to. Like, that's, I think, fair betting advice. I still think they have the better quarterback in this game. I do think even without Brock Bowers, they might have the better weapons in this game. The defenses are probably pretty equal. I do think Cam Ward scares me a little bit in terms of, I think you can throw against the Raiders. But the thing is, can the Raiders get some pressure on Cam Ward? Maybe. I thought he showed some nice moments at the end of the game last week against the Cardinals. I don't know. These teams suck, man. I can't trust the Raiders. I'm not going to say I've been off on the Raiders because I actually was pretty accurate. Like, I thought they would be the worst team in their division, like a 5-6 win team. Other people were saying they were going to win 8, 9, 10 games. I'm like, what are you talking about? But at the same time, I feel like I'm way off on Geno this year. He's played way worse than my expectations. Their offense has been way worse than my expectations. I just can't trust the Raiders as a favorite. I can't trust them laying points. This game could be decided by a field goal, even with how bad the Titans are. I mean, the Raiders don't look much better. They just got obliterated, man. Obliterated. Like, okay, I mean, good luck. I wish him well, but like, I would not invest my money in the Las Vegas Raiders right now. Their offensive line is tragic. It's bad. Max Crosby to the Niners.
Bears at Commanders.
My favorite bet of the week is the Commanders minus 4.5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're 2-0 at home, both blowout wins. Last 3 weeks, averaging 27-plus points in 3 games. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're getting points on the board. Jaden Daniels last week looked excellent. According to PFF, they also have the best special teams. And their defense is getting after it up front. So I think you're going to see the Washington of last year. Terry McLaurin could play.
He's not.
The Bears, they've lost 4 straight in prime time. They're not a rise-to-the-moment franchise. They've been a bad road team forever. Their defense is allowing the most yards. Do you know that? Lost in all this Caleb Williams
They're terrible.
discussion.
They've also been injured, though. I haven't checked the injury report because I'm not going to bet this game. Last year, the Commanders, I kept betting against the Commanders and I kept losing money. So, like, I just completely, I forget about the Commanders when it comes to betting games this year. Like, I'm not even going to do it. But I like the over in this game. I think both offenses score points. I think the Commanders match up against the Bears pass rush and the Bears run defense. They're last against the run in the NFL in yards per attempt. They're 31st in rush yards per game. The Commanders can run the ball. Okay? And then I think Daniels will have time with or without McLaurin, which won't be there, right? The Bears have had injuries on defense. They could get a guy or two back maybe potentially, but still no Jalen Johnson because he's out for the year, and he's significant. I feel like the Commanders will control the line of scrimmage on that side. On the other side, I do think the Commanders' defense is overrated, which is why maybe I wouldn't back the Commanders against the spread because they play way too much man coverage. Ben Johnson's had an extra week to prepare for this defense. Ben Johnson's a wizard. Caleb has looked better this year than last year, for sure. I'm not a Caleb guy, but I feel like he's played better. I do think they have the weapons to get after this secondary. Marshawn Lattimore's washed. I'm not a huge fan of the Commander defensive line as much as Colin might be. I think they're overrated on that side, which would scare me to lay 4.5 because I think this could be like 30-27. 27-24, 27-23, something in that range. I do think it will go over. So I don't love this side. The one area I could see, though, is the Commanders getting a lead and being able to secure that lead with their run game because I don't think the Bears will stop them on the ground. So that's where I would give him points for this. So I don't know if I can say I would fade or follow this, to be honest. I'm just staying away. I do like the over. That would be my play. I do like the over. I think both defenses are overrated. Both defenses stink. And I think Ben Johnson and Cliff Kingsbury in a primetime spot are going to find ways to move the football here.
Defense is allowing 6.7 yards a play.
It's terrible.
It's atrocious. The Commanders win 33-26.
He agrees with the over too. Yeah, I could see that winning by like a touchdown. That's why I'm kind of like in between because I could see the Bears losing late like they did last year. They lost on a Hail Mary to the Commanders, by the way. But I could also see the Commanders winning by like a touchdown or 10 or something. And then I'd be like, oh, I lost my bet. So I don't know about the spread, but I like the over. I like the over. And we both agree on that. So that's interesting. Well, that's the Blazin' 5. Let's see the recap.
J-Mac doesn't love my picks. I'm taking some ugly. I'm taking the points in Miami at home. I'm taking the Raiders. Raiders had the Bears beat last week, if not for that field goal.
Okay, so he's got the Seahawks plus 1.5. Stay away for me. Honestly, though, like, too many injuries for Seattle. Patriots, Saints, under 45.5. Thumbs up for me. I think that will hit. Chargers, Dolphins. Dolphins plus 4.5. I can't bet on Tua. I'm sorry. Tennessee at the Raiders. I can't bet on the Raiders. I'm sorry. Bears, Commanders. I would go with the over instead of the 4.5. Personally, which we both agree on. So I think there's 2 bettable games here. The 3 others, I just think he's right. They are very ugly. If anything, I would side with the Chargers in the Dolphins game. And then I don't have even an opinion on the Raiders. My opinion is, yes, the value with the spread is now on the Raiders. The spread began at about 6. Now it's 3.5. If there's value in this game, it's on the Raiders. I do agree with that. So there it is, guys. Your Blazin' 5 for week number 6. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, Gronk spike the like button. Let me know your reaction below. We'll see you next time. Good luck on your bets, guys. Peace.